The Avro Vulcan, one of the most exciting bomber. Ah, in the purest tradition of English planes, we are just after the World War II. Tensions in Europe are still going on. The world is facing new threats, and there is a need for United Kingdom to have a strategic bomber able to fly fast, able to fly for a long time, to go deep behind the enemy lines if the need is real. So this bomber was created, and it made its first flight the 13th of August 1952. 1952, imagine, it was 70 years ago. This is literally a flying wing with a shape quite unique and a sound also unique, as you can see it coming in front of you and you can hear it. It was produced for only 9 years, from 1956 to 1965. In 9 years, 136 were conceived, which is absolutely enormous. Back in time, the pilot who dared jumping into that plane knew that if they had to take off for a real reason, they will never come back. Or if they managed to come back in their homeland, they knew that the homeland would be totally different, because if they have to go striking somewhere, this is because there is a nuclear war. So by applying such a pressure and by being able to strike with a nuclear weapon, they preserved peace. The first Vulcan B1 was first delivered to the Royal Air Force in 1956, and deliveries of the improved Vulcan B2 started in 1960. This plane has evolved during his lifetime with different wingspan and different performances. The performance was really important for that plane because, as I was saying before, it was supposed to be able to take off in a very, very short time, to go to a speed very, very high, at a low altitude or high altitude, depending on the enemy threats, and to come back in his homeland after delivering the nuclear weapon. We all know the story. People in England, when able to see that plane performing in air shows until a very short time before today, we were able to see it perform in air shows, because like here in Payern Museum, we had people that were okay to spend a lot of time working on it to preserve one last plane flying, and we all know that story. We all have seen videos about that. We all know the thrill about this plane and the legend that comes with it. Yes, indeed. To create models like that, you must be very talented and you must spend a lot of time to conceive the mods. You can hear the wonderful work which is being done concerning the sound, because one more thing about this plane is the sound it makes when it passes around here. Turn the game sound on. I'm gonna check if we can do that. And this time you can see inside of the belly of this absolute legend. This is absolutely breathtaking to imagine that this beauty took off for the first time only 7 years after the end of the Second World War. 7 years before that, the main bombers were the Lancaster, and then we have this absolute beauty. I let you imagine the development and researches which were necessary in order to make it fly.